Sorry. So this is open meat. Um, all right. So today is November 20th, 2016. And for me, today's a big day. Um, Transgender Day of Remembrance is always on the uh, 20th of November every year. And it's where we mourn our lost trans people. And it's a very, very sad situation due to bullying, murder, self-termination. Looking back, knowing that I could have been on that list 2 years ago kind of scares me because almost anything can get you on that list. But I have updates for this year. I've got my glasses, and my levels were kind of a little iffy this last time I went. They didn't run testosterone because I'm over on my way under what testosterone needs to be for a female. So I've enjoyed that since my 3rd month. Female levels there, but my estrogen got really high. So they try to keep you around 200. Well, this time around, I was over 370 something, and I can't remember what the exact number was. I think she said 376, and that's almost near double. So she told me to lower my dose of meds from the max dose of what I was on to the next number down that I had been on before. Which the good bad side is I grew some on that dose, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna grow more. But as long as I'm healthy, because I have to look at my liver function, I have to look at A1C and all that stuff. And surprisingly, nothing came back messed up. But I at least can do this. Okay, so I had to pause it, and I was making bacon. One of my passions is making thick cut bacon without burning it, but getting it that crispy. And it's not burned, so that's a plus. But try not to eat in front of you, or will I? So my in my transition, I've discovered something that nothing has been out of the norm. And when I say out of the norm, I feel like the only thing I've done since day one is told people my name. I haven't changed anything. I've become more comfortable in how I carry myself. I've become more comfortable saying, I'm a woman. I never really was in the mindset of a man. I don't know what it is, you know. Physically, yeah, my body was partially male, but it doesn't make me a man. Emotionally, I was not a man. When I sit back and look at everything I do in my life right now, everything I've done, I don't have to think about things anymore. I grab my clothes. I make sure my outfit looks perfect. I wear skirts because, oh my God, I feel so much more comfortable. And I can shop for them, and I can be happy, and I can look in the mirror and say, hey, that's me. As opposed to the look I now have is I smile. I have dimples. But I smile, and I make sure that smile stays. You know, was I born what you call a girl? No. But if you were to meet me and spend 20 minutes with me, you would not flippin' know that I'm not a girl. But here's the thing. No matter what my body physically is, I am a girl. I am a woman. I'm 33 years old. I shouldn't say girl. Might get some weirdos. But I'm a woman. This is my life. This is me. This is who I am. Every step I take isn't things out of sync. I don't know why it goes out of sync. Anyway. Okay, so the whole sync issue is kind of fixed. Yes, I can see the reflection of my phone and my glasses. And I was eating some. But where I was going with this is I'm always a girl. I'm always a woman. I'm always me. I'm always Alaire. There is no other person anymore. There never really was. That was a name. It's a lot to deal with sometimes. You know, I talk to my mom and she'll call me Allie, or she'll call me Alaire, or she'll dead name me. And sometimes it's kind of hard to say, Mom, I can't be called that, because I don't want to. She was never my best ally. She was the very first person to call me a faggot. So, and I don't want to say that word really. I shouldn't say that word. But she's the first one to pick on me. And right now she's kind of one of my strongest allies. That when I talk to her, she sees her daughter. She sees her daughter a lot versus seeing her son. When she refers to me and refers to him, I become a little bit distant. And I try not to be. I really love the woman, don't get me wrong, but I have embraced myself. And I'm getting very comfortable in my skin than I ever was before. So when I hear that person's name or that likeness as referred to me, I have a hard time with that, because that's not me. Not anymore. And I often question whether it really was. So, anyway. At 2 years, my meds have come down now because my level was too high. I'm kind of looking forward to being more me, I guess. Because after today, we're starting into year 3. And going into year 3, I want to stay positive. I want to stay myself. And I really, really, really love smiling. It's this weird thing that I figured out how to do finally. I went from, which, by the way, that's how I used to smile. I was like, kind of weird like that. Now, you have this, who doesn't wear makeup that often, just so you know. It's just not a fucking necessity. It's really not. It really shouldn't have to be. So, anyway. I'm going to go ahead and merge these 2 videos together, because this is the second video, and it'll become one video, which I don't know why I'm explaining that, because, Anyway, so I'm going to make the one video together and then upload, which you already know because you're watching it. So, I don't know why I get into over-explain things. You know, I work nights, so I'm very tired. Very tired. So, in being tired, in being a lair, I want you to know there's always somebody there to talk to. And if there's not somebody there to talk to, find a way to find somebody. Because people will listen. You just have to ask for help. And if they ask questions, they're definitely wanting to listen. Because they can't always understand everything. Our transitions are unique to us. My transition is not the same way somebody else transitions. Susie 2 blocks down, who decided she's going to transition, but her transition's different than my transition. Because she wants to do hers a certain way. And I'm doing mine my way. Which I didn't really have a way. I just kind of take my meds. And going to save up. I do have a letter for surgery, which forgot to mention that. So yeah, I finally got my first approval letter for surgery, and I'm waiting for my second, and I'm working on trying to find a whole second job situation so that I can put aside that money, because it's very expensive. Yes, my phone is going off with messages, but this is us. This is open me. This is me talking to everybody. I'm popular right now. No. But everybody's unique. And keep that in mind. You can't make this template and fit into this template and make it work. Because it's not going to work. So, try to be happy. Try to be yourself. Always be yourself. When you get down, remember that things get better. Because if you're at the bottom of the hill, if you're at the bottom of a pile of poop, guess what? If you're at the bottom, this is the top. There's only one way to go. And that's up. Until you're on the top. Or you're at the bottom of another hill. But preferably you'll be on top. So, in that, I thank whoever watches these, and hope you continue to be yourself.